All right, welcome back. Let me see. Last time we sort of took down the end boss of the capital, although I think I've mentioned I don't think we're 100% done there. We made our way here to the Forbidden Lands, which there's an area in Dark Souls 2, which is in the DLC, which is supposed to be just god-awful, so I don't think I've ever actually done it. I wanted to try one more time because, again, in the last video I was mentioning that I'm trying to sort of figure out what I'm doing with some equipment, and then I realized I set the bitrate incorrectly. So I wanted to try one more with the correct bitrate as a test. I don't have a glass of water, which might... my voice might start to go, so we'll see how long I can go for this. It's a little late at night, so I don't want to drink too much, or else I'll be up all night going to the bathroom, so let me just see how we do. So yeah, so we're exploring the Forbidden Lands. We got to the tower. We had to get past like some of those guys in the sewer that always give me trouble. We got a lift, and we also got a volcano target. I don't see... That's interesting. Usually the thing they mark on the map is where to get the map fragment, and I'm not seeing that. Anyway, so like a lot of the things here, this is sort of a quick experiment to test a few things, because I got to make some decisions in the near future about some stuff. So plus it's one of those things like what time is it? It's just a hair after midnight, so it just turned July 4th. I don't know when this will go up, but it's just a lot easier to record. I'm a bit of a night owl anyway, but it's a lot easier to record when I'm the only one awake. I can't tell if I'm missing something here. I know that the skulls have some stuff going on, but it's probably more than one. So maybe I'm not missing anything in this particular instance. So yeah, so this there's an area in Dark Souls 2, which is like there's a couple areas in Dark Souls 2 that involve fog, one in the main game, but there's a winter area that's supposed to be just terrible, and I've never actually done... I never did all the... DLC in Dark Souls 2. That game, I don't know. Sometimes there's a part of me that's like, I mean, I have tried replaying it. You know, it's not like I did beat the main game. And I thought what they did with the, was one of the DLCs like Sin of something, like something sort of was like a remix. I think it's sort of like, you know, don't quote me on this. This is just my take on it. It felt like, you know, I think Miyazaki's the main sort of artistic vision behind the Soul series. I don't know if Miyazaki was as directly involved in 2 as the other, like 1 and 3, Bloodborne. And I think it shows, and I think whatever the remix thing was that came out also shows that, well, let me say it this way. I interpret it as him going like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like, you get home and your teenagers have been throwing a party and you realize we got to clean this up right now. That's how it struck me, where he's like, okay, let's get all the empty beer bottles into the trash. Let's, the pizza boxes, the joints, stub them out and sweep them into the garbage, and let's get this cleaned up and get it back to being presentable. And I feel like that's sort of what the initial DLC kind of did. I don't know if it was a DLC, but there's something about that game where it's just the same. This feels like the same. Like, I feel like I haven't made any progress. And I probably said this before, like, everything about it just feels off. Like, the movement, the timing patterns, the weapon reaches, it just all feels wrong. And it's interesting because, like, Dark Souls 3, I think, feels right, but it's different than Dark Souls 1, which is what I think a lot of people are probably basing it on. But somehow it feels, quote-unquote, right in a way that, for me, Dark Souls 2 just completely does not. So it just completely... For a while, Dark Souls 3 was the sort of the one I enjoyed playing the most. Before this, you know what? I need to be on torrent. I can get on there. Dark Souls 3, the Dark Souls 1 nostalgia is obviously very strong, and it's groundbreaking for its time. But Dark Souls 3 just had a lot of refinement, iteration. I happen to like the story. I like the Dark Souls 1 callbacks. I know not everybody does. I don't go too hard on fan service, if that makes any sense. Like, why not, right? I don't find it, Can they get across? Yeah, I felt like that was going to catch up to me at some point. Nope, wrong button. Oh, I stayed mostly on the road. Okay. So the thing I don't like about this style of area... Sun's out, buns out. No, not really. What I don't love about this style of area is that it's better than I am and it kicks my ass. And also, as somebody who likes to explore first and foremost, I don't want the obscuring fog. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the end, right? But now that vulgar militia saw looks a lot like the Bloodborne starting saw weapon. It's not like it's a bad thing that it's got the, whatever. But I'm here for Nope. Oh, I didn't die. I'm about to, though. I'm here for the exploration. I don't even care that much about the challenge most of the time, which I know is the reason why a lot of people come to Souls games. So this is interesting. I keep sitting here the last couple sessions going like, why is my OBS the audio so hot? I don't have an answer. But no matter what I do, it's sort of registering, almost peaking, even if I turn it down on the audio interface so that it's barely registering yellow. So I'm not sure what the discrepancy is, why OBS is coming in. And it makes me a little nervous only because I'm recording audio through OBS. And so I'm like, do I trust those meters? Or do I trust... This isn't going to work out well. Or do I trust the meters on my actual audio interface? Because the OBS ones don't seem to change no matter what I do. So... You know, again, a lot of this is just me trying to learn. So does the road continue across here? I wonder if I can... I want to say this bow has extra range because it's of the pulleys. I don't know if that's actually true. These guys are... Maybe it's just because I haven't seen them in a while, but these guys are tougher than I recalled. Oop. Or they seem harder than their counterparts in Lingrave, which I guess makes sense, but... You know, I think I mentioned in one of the recent videos, I was doing some more co-op Remnant from the Ashes, and one thing... I don't know if I've mentioned this before, one of the cardinal sins that game commits is that it scales areas to your level. Oop, it's like somebody... I'd rather not do all this again. See if I can get 2 with the bubbles. Can I get 0 with the bubbles? Alright. This could go badly. Alright. Yeah, I was reading some comparison of the two games, and like, you know, Remnant does this better, Souls does that better. And I appreciated one of the comments or one of the points it made is that Dark Souls has a difficulty. So you know what the difficulty is, you know what to expect, you know how to react to and or plan for, etc., etc. And I think there's something to be said about that. Whether you end up finding it too easy or too hard, it's something that you can sort of control a little bit. Probably should cure that poison, but yeah, whatever. I feel like this is trying to tell us something here. Nope, he's not dead. All right, fantastic. Though I will say, collecting like 3,000 souls per, that's not bad. This feels like a trap of some kind. Not really looking to get into a trap right now because I haven't found a bonfire in a while and I don't want to keep doing this over and over. Now, is that just I didn't know if that glow meant it did something else or if it was just a straight up refill your flasks. So in my head, there's like a death bird or something that comes down. That's a skull I should probably explore. There's a guy up here I just want to... deal with, just so he doesn't come up behind me. Oop. I don't know if I should be reading anything into the red fog or not. Might be out of range. I like the idea of these guys standing guard over the... I assume they'd be looking down at the rest of... You know, actually, I don't know what the world of Elden Ring is called. I know Limgrave and Altus Plateau. I don't know what the whole thing is called. In theory, we're above the... Well, we were above the capital, so maybe that's something. And seriously, where is a site of grace? All right, let's see what jumps us and absolutely kills us. Seek right and then precious item ahead. I don't know if they're telling me about in the skull. Is that something up there? Is it just... will say this, as much as I'm like dying for a sight of grace, this is something you don't often get in Elden Ring, that sort of push your luck mentality, because there's so many sites of grace and so many like stakes of America, and that you don't often get this tension. All right, now it's letting me summon, so I feel like something's... Stake America. I mean, yeah, I feel like they're trying to tell us. Oops, did I just lose? So this is one of those things outside of the death fruit. Nope, that's not what I want. It's probably a bad idea. I feel like holy damage should be doing more, or this guy's just exceedingly tough. Now, I don't actually believe I need to fight this guy. Whoa. All right. Come on, get this off. There we go. Whoa. All right. I'll take that. I wonder if that means I could take the one outside of Deathroot guy. The Deathroot guy himself is really fast and seemed pretty tough last time I even bothered, so that seems a little off the table, but who knows? You can summon, though. Maybe with the right summon. I wonder if I've actually, like, passed 2 or 3 sites of grace and just didn't realize it. This is kind of interesting. It's, a callback to the stairs leading up to the Capitol. I don't know if that has meaning, but it does strike me as interesting on some level. I assume this is taking us to, the lift that takes us to the sort of proper... Watch this be the guy that actually takes down the whole Enterprise. I know on some level I must be missing a bunch of stuff here, but it's very difficult to feel like I'm methodically exploring with all the fog around. So let me just head up the stairs. Thought I saw some butterflies or something. Now, on the stairs leading up to the Capitol, I think there was like a beetle that I never quite got. It sort of teleports around a little bit, I think. I just never gave it like a second try after it either escaped me or I died. All right, let's level up before I do something stupid. So I got 40 strength, 40 faith. You know, if I needed to respec, I could make that a 40 dex, 40 faith, 40 dex, 40 intelligence. But I'm going to start putting points into hit point, vigor, and endurance. It's going to let me try. I think there was like an armor set I've heard is pretty good. I think it's this one, the sealed scaled, sorry. But I just want to see if I can... see, I'm already... See, the numbers are really good, but I'm already at a heavy load, so that's too bad. What if I did this? I was like... I always like the look of this armor. But yeah, it's going to put me... Oh, well, maybe that's because the helmet's so heavy. Maybe if I... Because I don't think it's worth spending a talisman for the weight. If that makes any sense. You know, it's worth it to... As much as I want to look sexy. Still medium. Oof. Just barely. Let's do everything but the pants for now. And we'll start working our way up, I guess. What else am I carrying? I guess nothing extravagant. Now, granted, if I took off that source seal, I wonder if I'd lose.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Turn back. Ahead lies the land of the giant's flame, and the way forth is forbidden. Hear me. The burning of the earth tree is the first cardinal sin. Doing so will unbind destined death and slay the world itself. Who would dare put you up to such a task? Most certainly not the fingers.
Yeah, that's not a bad question. I don't really know Melania's drive at the moment. I don't remember why she's so motivated to do this. If it's come up before, or if if you find out later, I don't know which. Yeah, I've always liked the look of this armor set. It's just your very classic, got a Demon Souls vibe to the helmet and armor with a little bit of fancy going on with the cape. Just want to stump for, I think I mentioned Black Lodge Trivia Night. We've gotten a couple of episodes of our podcast. We got a bunch of episodes of actual plays, tabletop RPGs. And I'm doing some PlayStation 5 Demon Souls over there. It's Black Lodge Trivia Night on YouTube. The podcast stuff, you can search Black Lodge Trivia Night wherever you get podcasts and it shows up there. But it's a lot of fun. I'm just as bad at Demon Souls as I am at this, so you can watch me play like an idiot, but did such a good job on that remaster. So, if you're interested in seeing some Demon Souls, if you don't have a PlayStation 5 and you missed out on the PlayStation 3 version, or if my boring voice is like chloroform to you at night, and yeah, Black Lodge Trivia Nights. It's been fun. Can I get up there? Let's take a look at the map now. So now we're getting a hint of, we can finally see. And again, all right, so there we are. I'm sort of orienting myself. Where's the capital? It's over there. Again, just another stunning area. That looks like something that I haven't seen before. Okay. I'm always partial to winter areas, as much as I did not like the winter area from what I saw in Dark Souls 2 DLC. I just was like, forget this. I just didn't care. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm always partial to... I don't know if this makes me some kind of sicko, but like winter is one of my favorite seasons. Probably autumn first, winter second. That's the guy that helped us a long time ago. In the very beginning, I don't know if you remember, we fought... No, there's a turtle shrine. We got invaded around the very first dragon, and we were able to sort of do a thing to get help. This, I think, is the guy that helped us.
Finally, we meet the Tarnished, who would be Lord. Oh my. Why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel. Well, that is most unfortunate. For he is dead. As for his flesh, he gave it to me. Shabriri, I hope you can make your peace with that.
Now, Shabriri is the name of the grapes that are part of the madness.
Sacrifice something precious, the life of a fair maiden, that you would toss into the fiery forge, only so that you may be Lord. What a horrible thing to ponder. Your ascendancy requires her sacrifice, whether she wishes it or not. But how would the Lord crown chosen tarnished and would-be lord.
Again, just exhausting.
The path of true rigor. Spare the poor girl and singe your own flesh in her stead. If you are prepared to show resolve and attain lordship through righteous hardship, then heed the words of I, Shabriri. Chosen tarnish, descend into the depths far below the Erdtree.
Okay.
Seek audience with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy. If you inherit the flame of frenzy, your flesh will serve as kindling, and the girl can be spared, setting you on the righteous path of lordship, the path of the Lord of Chaos. Burn the Erdtree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. May chaos take the world.
You know, nothing sells me harder on an idea when you scream crazy at the end of your sentence.
Chosen tarnish, descend, seek audience.
So it's interesting because, you know, like, we've been down there. We got to, well, we didn't actually go all the way down. We got sort of jammed up fighting like a Mog Lord of Blood pretty far deep underneath the capital in the sewers. And again, I've always heard that's sort of one of these really obscure places that almost nobody finds and blah, blah, blah. But again, if you hear the game is telling you, even if not how to get there, that it's there somewhere and you need to keep an eye out for it. And it's, again, the Souls games get, I don't want to say an unfair reputation because they are obscure, but I think they put more out there than people give them credit for. And what we're starting to get here is we're starting to get, you know, filling us in on the choices that are coming for the end of the game. It's pretty classic, you know, what the Two Fingers lady was saying is like, hey, you're on a path that's disruptive to the status quo, and I'm going to phrase that as being the end of the world. You know, I know Dark Souls 1 has that. Dark Souls 2 tried to do that, I believe. Dark Souls 3, I think, like, well, that went poorly. Remember these guys being tough, partly because they're going to blow a bunch of frost at you, but also because they're fast, so I might... Again, I switched to the Uchigatana. The problem with that is that I'm not a dex character. I'm a strength character, and I don't know how badly that jams me up. But yeah, so they're starting to sort of frame the questions. They're going to... Well, you know, it's just as bad at dex as it is at strength, so... So, you know, she's giving you this, like, hey, please don't disrupt the status quo kind of take. The woman Melania is telling us, let's set the tree on fire so we can get into the thorns. No, see, he's quick. I appreciate you trying to throw pots at him, but I don't think it's going to work. Whoa. Still trying to knock him out. Oh, it did work. Look at you. It'd be overpowered, but it'd be kind of fun if there was a way to, like, if you heal yourself, you heal the tier, because it's the same. I can't remember if the tier gets a health potion to drink. So this ruins actually is, for my money, a pretty tough little area to work through. Basically because it's crawling with those things that we just dealt with. Do I still have the mimic tier? I do. Okay. The trick with this area, in my memory, is that you have a bunch of those things to deal with, but they're hard to separate. So you invariably end up getting stuck hitting a couple at a time. Whoa. See, the range on that is just nuts. Not doing great. Not sure the mimic tier is doing any better, but hoping the height jams them up a little bit. Now the question, did a decent job, but didn't take him out. Nope. Must be a way to get up there, but is it as simple as you jump on your horse, climb up the wall, or is there a way inside? So I honestly don't know. See, there's just riddled. And I think there's stuff here that's worth getting, which is part of the... Can I... Do I just not have the... Feels like it's coming for me. Nope. Had the wrong thing equipped. I think I had a lot of souls too. So, So I wonder who does better, Mimic or Headless? It's interesting. It's 1 in the morning, but it's July 4th, 1 in the morning, so there's people launching fireworks. Nope. Nope. There you go, and that's how you lose 40,000 souls, because you don't have your equipment on the right hotbar slot. And I kind of wish I could remember what is here, because I feel like it's worth exploring these ruins, and I couldn't tell you why. Okay, I think that's just a lift. Yeah, because even like the chances of the items on the ground are going to be like somber stone 6s, 7s. I mean, I'm kind of looking for 8s and 9s, but it's probably some weapons that still need to be upgraded with 6s and 7s. I don't know what the Moonlight Katana's at. You know, there's a Moonlight Greatsword maybe at some point. I wonder, just as an experiment, see, here's the problem. Like, if they just sit there and dodge everything, then it isn't going to work, but could you bubble? My gut's telling me it's out of range, but at the same time, you never know. That's where I'm trying to go, though. Do I need to... That's good. Yeah, I mean... see if there's other things. Part of me is happy to just... just grab everything here. Like, I don't even care about fighting these guys. Oops. I don't know where... Did I lose Headless? Let's see how Headless does. Oof. Wondering if I could use the stairs there to jam him up, but right now I'm gonna get stuck in a... Crap. This could be a mistake. Wow. I didn't accomplish anything, and I think Headless got wrecked. Okay, but I got some things that is what counts. I'm wondering if there's anything through that church gate there. Maybe I'll just do a torrent run for it, just a quick explore. Because I think that bell bearing is the main thing, and I'm very curious what that opens up. How long have I been... Okay. All right, I feel like we kind of covered it. Maybe we lost a boatload of souls in the process, but I think we did it. Ugh. This thing's too slow. So maybe what I should do, what do I got for souls? Not much, but maybe I should go to Round Table, hand in the bell bearing. Maybe call it. Since it's getting close to 1 in the morning here. I don't, I have the day off tomorrow, which is why I'm all right staying up when everybody else is asleep, but at the same time, what's more likely to happen is I'll get woken up and like I'll run some errands or make some breakfast or something, so I won't really get the extra sleep. That's where we're headed. I don't know if there's a site of grace around here, but at some point we want to cross that bridge. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I enjoy... If I could have my way, I'd stay up every night till 2 in the morning, sleep until 10, start work at say 11. Work till, say, 7 o'clock. But that would be if I was just doing my own thing. You know, when you have kids, family, blah, 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 it gets a lot trickier. And I'm more than happy to keep a normal schedule in that sense. But I think that's where I came from. I was about to say, oh, look, a site of grace, but that's not where I'm looking to go. I want to go this way. Oh, okay. So we've got over here some of like the blood priests, which is again sort of an interesting thing that they're sort of congregated here. Maybe it's not interesting, I don't know, but it strikes me as interesting. Because you'd sit there like wondering like why. Can't tell if it died or not to give me back my, I guess maybe, yeah. But it's just an interesting thing, like, you know, again, the environmental storytelling. Why are they guarding? Are they guarding? Are they just watching, like the way everybody looks at the Erd tree and I don't honestly know. I think that guy's tough, so see how far I can get backstabbing the periphery. Well, I got most of the way, I guess. Oh, interesting. This looks like a... I'm gonna die here, so... Looks like a Godskin duo, but a fire one. You know what I need right now? I need some bubbles. Oh, I can also summon, so that could help. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, that's not good. All right, let's get some mimic tears. There we go. Holy bubbles. There we go. Meanwhile, this guy's like, oh, is something going on? Appreciate the initiative on those bubbles. Now, is there anything... You know what? Let's just go. Just a quick look around just to make sure there's not like a hard to see item, but... feel like Dark Souls 2 might have had some. I don't know if it was a bridge like this, but had some kind of. There was like a dragon's burrow or something. You had to cross some stuff like this, maybe. So my fear is that we're about to get shot at as we cross the bridge. Oof. Let's get some health potions going. Nope, gotta drink the health potion, bro. Ooh, look at that. All right. Yeah, I know there's a site of grace right there. I'm just going to quickly... Not sure if that was worth it, but all right. Yeah, let's head back to the round table hold, hand in that bell bearing, and then we'll prep to call it. Nope, that's not what I want to do. It's like the last guy at the party, just whatever his quest is, it's not it's not getting him out of here. This guy should be dead. Oh, no. Maybe not.
You. Find the Albinoric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the... She knows the location of...
Okay, I did that.
There are 4 more demigods yet to be located. Mikola of the Halig Tree, the Unalloyed. His twin, Melania, the undefeated...
Oh, Mikola's a male? Okay.
Luna Princess Rani, daughter to Renala, and the one only known as the Lord of Blood. Rani is said to have cast aside her great rune. So here at the Hold, we seek the whereabouts of the remaining 3 shard bearers. If you should learn anything of these matters, I'll trade your findings for a hidden treasure or a long-lost right, known only to me. We both desire to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. As such, I hope we are compelled to work together.
It's interesting, we have like the same conflicting goal, but it's one of those things where maybe like teamwork gets us there, and then one of us crosses the finish line, maybe at the expense of the other, but let's see what this gets us. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's good. Because 6 is keeping us from... I feel like 6 is something we need for a couple of items. Yeah, let's see what it is that, Okay, so here's the dilemma. I don't know how much longer I don't know how much longer I'm going to be a faith guy. Do I keep pumping up the bubble blower?
I took you no matter. It's all to stay out your arms then.
There we go. That opened up a little bit. That's at 9. That's at 7 already. Okay. If that's at 9, that means maybe the bubble blower is already at 8, looking to go to 9. Yeah, okay. What does this need? That also needs 6, but it's not as important as the Holy Uchi. Oh, that thing. Just totally forgot about it. Let me see if he's the guy that... Can we strengthen our shield or bow? No, I'm not looking to spend a high level one on that. So basically I want to know, like, because we got that black wet blade. I want to know what that does. Right now we've got holy damage, but can we do... Well, we can do frost, but that's intelligence. We have this one, but what... Yeah, it seems like... Okay, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll Google that at some point. I don't think we've picked up any... Okay. Well... Yeah. All right, so looks like, yeah, there's another map there, so we have to sort of hook around. We've got a Volcano Lodge target there. This is a fort that might be worth clearing out. I don't know if we check this out, but that might be only... That's the bridge we crossed, but did we check this out? I don't know what that is. Well, you know what? We'll explore more next time, and we'll see how it goes. So thanks again, and take care.